The largest generation of Americans, the millennials, are doing things differently when it comes to investing. 401ks, it's not all about returns right now. USA Today reports that younger investors are focusing on something called a socially responsible investment, or an SRI. Millennials are now as old as 37.
38, yeah.
So it's important to set the stage there that
Sure.
I think a lot of us think of millennials and you think of maybe people in their early 20s.
We're so old.
That's not it. You millennials are getting older just like the Gen Xers.
Yeah,
here.
you're responsible because you're saving now. Good job.
Thank you.
Have you ever heard of this,
Homeowners,
Matt?
really
Is
exciting.
this something you ever thought about?
No, I mean, like, I invest in a 401k. I've never really gotten into the weeds with it and looked exactly where my money's going. And just kind of on its face, I looked at this and, okay, maybe you're making a choice. I can make money or I can be ethically responsible. And it doesn't seem like that's the case at all.
They've done some research where they found that you can still make as much money as if you were just investing in whatever you wanted, if you're investing in the regular S&P 500. But what's interesting about SRIs is that you can choose sort of what you want. So if you're interested in the environment, if you're interested in social justice, women-owned businesses, you can choose those things. So if you want something with a lower carbon footprint, maybe you choose a Facebook and an Apple fund to go into rather than a BP or an ExxonMobil.
Sure.
And if you did that, you did pretty
Still
darn
doing just
well
fine,
over
yeah.
the past 5 years or so. I wonder, though, if people are already subconsciously doing this in their investments.
I would say no. I don't have any friends that are actually making investments like this. I do have a friend who works in finance who is test driving things like Teslas or other green cars for possible investors, so that she's familiar with these types of businesses. But just in talking with my friends, I can see how they might want to do something like this, but I don't necessarily think that they have done these specific investments yet.
You know, at this point, we're seeing growth in this area, but we're not seeing this taking over the investment world. At the end of 2017, there were 234 funds that kind of passed muster here as being screened for environmental or social or governance issues. That's not a lot, to be honest. There's $100 billion in those funds. That's a good amount of money. But when you think of all the money out there, that's not a lot.
No.
However, you think about younger people, and especially the 401k, right, where there's all this focus on, like, how do we get people who are starting out to invest in retirement? If you signed up at a company and they said, okay, instead of choosing between large cap, small cap, international, bonds, and your eyes kind of glaze over, what if you said, okay, I mean, if I ran a company, I would want to say, all right, here's your environmental fund, here's your gender diversity fund, here's your clean tech fund, whatever. I bet people would be more geeked about investing in that.
It's also a little putting your money where your mouth is. You know, back in the 1960s, SRIs were a huge movement in South Africa towards getting rid of apartheid, because people were investing in companies that were anti-apartheid, and so you could make a difference socially in how we invest.
It's pretty cool.
Stuff to think about. Yep.